to those non-humans also watching. Gita Rose here. Thank you for tuning in. This week's video is about becoming the eye of your storm. Oh, how fun with Area 51. I'm going to take this off because I feel almost like a poser because I'm not really an anime fan, but I just had to make it for the video because it's fun. If people don't know what this is, or at all what I'm talking about to start off with, the event, Storm Area 51, that was created by shitposting. I really genuinely think some dude on the internet who is kind of just like a meme wizard that had a page that thought it would be funny to come up with this idea of Storm Area 51. In his description, he also wrote, if we run like Naruto, they won't be able to catch us. Naruto, I had to look this up, I didn't know anything about this as an anime. Basically like a coming-of-age story, who Naruto wants to be the leader of his village and like the best ninja. It's like a story of ninjas wanting to become better ninjas. Very fitting in a way. And the symbol, that spiral kind of bird head, almost like eagle eye looking symbol, is actually said to be a stylized leaf because his village comes from, his village is the Hidden Leaf Village. And there is some Japanese folklore that talks about beings being able to shapeshift with leaves being placed on their forehead. And there's a certain style of a run, where you run with your arms way behind your back, that helps the ninja go faster, and I believe in the story creates some type of invisibility cloaking. Again, that's why I took it off, because I feel like a poser. I don't really know all of the fun details about the anime. But there are those symbols that I just mentioned that I think are fun for us to be able to pick up on. I really do think this is like a genuine movement thing that this guy just thought of to storm Area 51, and it caught on like wildfire. I was actually off-grid this past weekend at a river rafting trip. And I came back to a reality where this was blowing up all over the internet, and the quality of the humor attached to it is what activates me, is what I find so brilliant. Even so much that my sister, who's not really into these kind of topics at all, posted a really funny picture video and hashtagged, "Let's see them aliens, Storm Area 51, like, they can't stop all of us," all of the hashtags that I hadn't even seen yet. Now, where am I going with this? Am I going to the visitor center on September 20th? I'm interested. That's what I marked. I marked that I'm interested. Do I think it's wise for a whole bunch of people to storm violently and to go at all to Area 51? No. My face initially does this. I don't think it's wise. I don't think it's a good idea. Am I behind the wave? Yeah. Am I the snowball effect? Yeah. The fact that there's merch being made, let's see them aliens? And again, it's the tone behind it, the humor that I really resonate with, and the creativity that's coming about from it. And I think that there is a wave that a lot of us within this community can utilize. While I was on the river trip, I really got the knowing, the understanding, the experience that even when we are in the flow, going with the flow, when we are going downstream, you still gotta paddle. Especially through whitewater, of course, you gotta paddle through the rapids like your life depends on it, because it does, and other people in the boat, you have to take action. And also, when it's a calm river, because conditions usually aren't perfect, right? You may have an upstream wind that you have to move through. And I really got the knowing that even when we're really going with the flow, there is that action that is fully needed. And I saw it in a different way. And I think the eclipse and the retrograde season and all this stuff really does have an effect. In a way, it's a character, is a better way to say it. It's a character in our collective mythology. And I feel this time of cocooning, of resting for a lot of us, and we are coming out the other side of that this week, next week, and moving into the later months of the season and into the beginning of fall. And there's this wave that I can feel that is going to require more of us paddling as we are going with the flow. So this whole storm area 51 really gives us an opening and a wave to ride in terms of how do we publicly continue to share our stories, and how can we do it with humor in a way where the public can be receptive to it, interested in it, can follow the bandwagon. Also, how do we choose to see things for a positive meaning, right? How can we ride the positive aspect, integrative aspect of the wave? Because I noticed a lot of people in the truth community, the truthers, talking about, oh, this is a created psyop to distract people from the Pizzagate stuff that was emerging a lot, and there was a lot of interest and stuff about that. Well, that may be a part of the story, and it is relevant to honor that. I also think it's really important for us to be able to see all of these positive aspects of things and talk about it in this way. And again, to be able to use this wave, this momentum, to share publicly in ways that are approachable and applicable for the rest of humanity. As well as I've been noticing with a lot of the memes and a lot of the kind of like bro energy. I think it possibly might be this actual guy. I do really feel it's one guy who just did this and was like, oh my god. Doesn't necessarily have a full context of the extraterrestrial alien story, right? And there's kind of this violent mentality behind it, right? A lot of memes with guns and going in and taking over the base, and you know, and apparently that's what would happen, right? At least from the government side, it's an active military base. Again, I don't think it's really wise to actually storm it, but to use it to better harness our internal storm and to really become the eye of the storm, and to be able to offer different memes, different stories, different energies into this wave in regards to how do we truly embrace the idea of disclosure, extraterrestrial contact, embodying what we are, being bridges for our families in a way that doesn't need to involve a takeover. And it is good, though, to see this emotion moving, because I do think it is linked to a certain layer of the story of people being lied to, right? Of having the experience of creating being lied to from one level of the building, and then from another level of building, like straight up, yeah, like the truth has been hidden from us, and moving that emotion is important. And that's again why I go back to the humor of it, is because I think so much of this is so fun and so good. That's why I'm like, fun with Area 51, it's so good, because so much of it is having fun with it, right? It all started as a joke. Is it a joke? But I think for those of us in the community, there's a really fun wave that we can ride. And I'm just sharing that. I was excited to see this, and I just think it's hilarious and really exciting in a variety of different ways. And who knows, right? This isn't until September 20th. And a reason why I was really excited to make this video is because it's something that I believe if more of us jump on this bandwagon, it can be carried out through the rest of the summer, and it can develop a new tone in really beautiful, positive ways. Yeah, one of my favorite memes was this one. So good. And I just like to point out that the doctor never used a gun. Hates guns. Always. It's really fun to see more coming about. This wave is palpable. This window is open. And so, even if the idea of extraterrestrials or alien contact doesn't really resonate with you at a soul level, that it's fun for you, there's always a way that we can apply it, right? How can we better step into storming into ourselves, being the eye of our own storm? What actions can we continue to take that better ourselves and humanity? It makes me think of, too, this one kid who I, again, really think genuinely started this. Because I was curious, I kind of researched, you know, his page. If you scroll down a while, he made a really kind of funny video. His friend gets into a car with a to-go soda. And he's like, is that, what is that? Is that a straw? And like smacks it out of her hand. Again, like kind of violently, but it's funny because it's like a plastic straw. So just looping it back to making this approachable for anyone who is watching, what actions, perhaps not so violently, but what things can you do to help row the boat through the rapids for the rest of us? What other beautiful, integrative, action-packed things can you do that don't need to involve aliens? And for those of us that are in that boat, on that bandwagon, what ways can we be of service in a directly action-orientated way? And I'm seeing a lot more of it, and it's fucking juicy. It's so good. So what more can we do? Yeah, and we can be the leaf in the wind, the invisible leaf that is able to shapeshift and transform and to cut through the upstream wind and float downstream. Thank you to those of you who subscribed this week, and thank you to those of you who continue to support and encourage my journey thus far. I sincerely appreciate it. You can like if you like, and subscribe if you like, and be sure to ring the bell ding dong if you liked to get notifications on new videos. Our minds may be different, our bodies may be different, but it is through our hearts that we know our spirits are one. Allah!